Hey Facebook, welcome to Combo with Nikki. As y'all can tell, I'm in my car. Yep, this is where it was quiet at. So it's Friday night. On Fridays I start at 9. Fridays is also my viewers' choice night. So I did not pick the topic for tonight. I allow my viewers. And then the only way to get your topic chosen is if you put it on my Facebook. So this gives my viewers opportunity to be a part of what I do. Be a part of what they invest in. Hey Ray, hey Tanya, hey everybody. What I do ask, hey, is that my daddy? Hey Dad. What I do ask is that if you join, you invite others to watch, you share, and then it's a free place for you to talk to. So if you have an opinion or a thought process about the topic, you are welcome to post. This topic is I didn't have that many to choose from, so this was the one I chose. So Mioka, thank you so much for putting up your topic. That's the topic I chose for tonight. And the topic discussion was how do you address your child if they tell you that they want to be a part or they are a part of the LGBTQ community. Hey Charlene, I'm not able to see everybody that joins, so I do ask that you say hello, or as you put up something so that I can speak to you. Again, I ask that you share. I ask that you invite people who may be enduring some of the things that we're talking about. Combo with Nikki, where did it come from? What is it? Combo with Nikki has been in existence for 2 years. The purpose of it is a place where I ultimately come and I speak freely about who I am, my experiences, my opinion, my thought processes. Not because I have all the answers, but because I don't mind sharing, and the hope for is that I can help or inspire somebody else. I'm learning, or I've learned that my life, I've endured things and I have scars, and in order for them to heal, I share and it helps somebody else. Tonight's topic is not something that I have had to endure personally. So, but I've had friends and family members, and I've helped encourage and push other people who've had this situation happen with their children. So I guess the first thing, hey Misha. So tonight's topic, hopefully you saw, it is how would you address your child if they told you that they were a part of or going to be a part of or had thought processes to be a part of the LGBTQ community. And I don't know why people made this conversation hard or why it is hard. I would love them. I don't really have no deep moment. I don't have no deep conversation. I was charged to love them. And that's what I would do. Judgment comes, I think, and those who have been watching me recently will probably know that I've talked about judgment as it pertains to just title in ministry comes judgment. This world is a cruel, cruel place. Our babies endure a lot just from being certain things already labeled. So being black, they are being judged. Being a black, I have 3 boys. So being a black male, they're going to be judged. Being a black male raised by a single mom, they're going to be judged. Why would I continue and put them in a place to judge them and I birthed them? Why would I condemn them and I birthed them? I'm going to love them. I'm going to love them, pass through and endure all because I love them. I've made some piss poor decisions that could probably have my mom look at me with my nose turned up and eyebrows raised because of a lack of knowledge or understanding. And she made choice even after it to love me. I was a teen mom, and I'm comparing them to the things that we get ostracized for in communities, period. Not just, this is a LGBTQ thing. When kids don't do right, the safest place should be in the arms of their mom. The place that they should be able to come to without judgment, without frustration, without worry, should be in the arms of their mom. I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to have a conversation because I'm going to want to know, how did you get here? What was this process? I will want to know. Not because I'm about to be frustrated, but because I just want to know. Because I'm a mom. And as a mom, those are just questions that I'm the mom who got condoms on her table. So I don't know if this was a question that was probably for me. I'm the mom that got condoms on the table. I'm the mom that make appointments for birth control. I'm her. Because I realize that even in all of the things that I stand for, so I do stand for abstinence, and that is big to me, and that to me that is what they should do. the reality and the actuality of our children is that's not what they do. They are not waiting till marriage. They are not. So if I have a tool or I have some resources that I can give them, why don't we give them to them? Why don't we share? Why don't we offer that? Right? So am I so well versed in the LGBTQ community? Not at all. Do I love them? Do I accept? I do. Do I love them where they are? I do. What I would do is I would probably connect my kids to resources that look like their lifestyle so that they're safe, so that they have all of the tools that they need to go out into this world and be safe and be protected. Because there's something bigger than me being mad that they're not going to be what I maybe expected or planned for them. It's bigger than that, right? When you know the community, then you know that there's some things that come with it. There's some high risk things that come with that lifestyle. So for me, I'll probably be more concerned about making sure they're safe, making sure they have tools, making sure they have resources, making sure they talk to someone that can deal with the feelings that I don't understand. Because my job is to love them. And if we spent more time loving our kids versus being mad that they didn't become the thing that we wanted for them or not meeting the expectations that we have for them, we'll miss opportunities to love them where they are. And we could probably love them past some of the stuff that they're enduring and some of the things that they're going through had we just been a listener, a true listener, not offering our opinion all the time, not having something to say. As parents, we don't have to respond every time they come to us. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we do have to. I'm not telling you don't talk as a parent, because those who know me as a mom know I talk. But I am saying to you that there's a time and a place for everything. And everything does not require a response immediately to your initial reaction. Take a moment, soak it in. Hear what they're saying. Hear their hearts. Hear where they are. And then when you don't have a response that is going to be a positive reflection, connect them to a response that's positive. Connect them somewhere that they can relate to. Because once they start becoming or feeling like they're judged or demeaned or talked about in their own home from the people who are closest to them, they turn away. If people had to understand that the LGBTQ community created a community for themselves because they were shunned out of what we consider to be our own society. And I've been in that community, and there's love there. There's some joy there. There's some negative stuff there too. I'm not ready to tell you that it's all positive. But they created a peace for themselves because they didn't have peace with what we consider to be normal. And if that meant that I need to connect my child with a resource that made them comfortable, that's great. But they should always feel loved at home, in peace. Because I decided to have them. I decided to be a mom. You know, you make these vows with your husbands and your wives for better or for worse. What vow did you make when you said, I'm going to push you out with a placenta behind you and all of your glory, and I'm going to let you show up? Then that to me said, I'm going to love you past, through, and into anything else that comes my way. Even when I don't understand. I think some people look at it as they fail their kid if they end up in that community. Then that's something you got to deal with yourself. Because it probably don't have nothing to do with you. But because you got your own guilt and your own frustrations, you're going to miss opportunity to love the person that depends on you. That in that time and in that season, they're going to need you. If they're a teenager that's still in school, can you imagine going to school and having to face other people when you know your heart is different? When you know the things that you enjoy are different? When you know the things that you're looking at to them are different? They're going to need somebody to love them. To encourage them that they're great and that they're enough in the midst of, in despite of. It shouldn't change your language if your kid came to you and said, I'm addicted to heroin. If your kid came to you and said, I like to have sex with multiple partners and I'm this way. It shouldn't change what your response is. You find them tools so that they can be better. You find them tools so they can be great even in where they are, even in where their heart is. You don't stop loving them. And then get knowledge to what you don't understand. Connect yourself with groups. There are groups that help support parents who have children who are coming out. There are places like the Nations Foundation, like Zakia Jamassier or Jamassier McKenzie, who you can go to, and they have tools, skills, and they open us with welcome arms. They welcome us with open arms. It's us, right? They come with all of the judgment when they want to come and extend themselves to us. No. I would love my kid. I would probably try to gain all the knowledge. I'm the fun mom now. I feel like I would at least try to see where they're at. I would at least try to see, how do I support them? What does support look like in that? I don't have all the answers. So I would not pretend to have them then. But I would want to love them unconditionally. Because all of the things that I've done, somebody loved me unconditionally. Somebody saw me to be enough. In the midst of all of my stuff, I would do the same for them. This one wasn't really hard for me. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if y'all see that couple. It's a couple that walks through the city. It's a Caucasian couple, white couple, and they dress up and all of this stuff. The husband and wife, and they dress with these short shorts and bells and whistles and chains. And from my understanding, do not quote me, but what I understand is that their son was transgender, had transed over. They were not accepting of it, and he was murdered, or he died. And so they do this in remembrance of him, which initiated probably from some guilt of them not accepting and loving him. I don't want to be them. Definitely I would celebrate my kids. I don't care how they passed away. I would probably celebrate them. But I don't want my process or my last thoughts to be, I'm celebrating them because I did not celebrate them while they were here. I did not love them while they were here. I did not embrace them while they were here. My prayer is always that my kids always understand that their mom loves them. Period. Not I love them because and if and when they, but I love them, period. Yeah. So that's what I would do. This wasn't really that long, and I guess so. It's Friday night, so y'all getting dresses first Fridays too, I think. Y'all be safe out there. Have a good time. But what would you do if it was your kid that came and approached you? Would you know what to do? Would you be the parent that judged? Would you be the parent that blamed themselves or have your whole own moment because you're selfish? Or would you love them? Love them till you understand. Or maybe you'll never understand. Still love them. Accept them. What I don't want you to do is throw a Bible at them. I don't know why this came up, but I don't want you to do not throw no Bible at that baby. Because that was never what the word was intended to do. If there's some word in you and you live in it, and that's what you think is supposed to happen, then that will manifest. But don't have them hating God because you have no understanding of where they're supposed to be. Because you're scared. Because you don't understand. Because you got your own fears. Don't do that to them. Love them. Because the same Bible that you throw at them, know you're not perfect, so somebody could probably throw one at you. No sin is greater than the other. Which means I probably need to repent when I get off here. And the reality is, if we spent less time judging and more time loving each other, we would probably be a lot further in our walks. So love your babies. If you got a baby with you tonight, and you don't know if you did it or not, if you judge them for anything, you fussed at them for the wrong things, go hug them. Go explain to them that you love them. Because I hate to say this, tomorrow is not promised. And I don't want your kid to become a hashtag before you realize how much you love them. So love your babies tonight. I'm going to go love mine. Good night.